Hey everybody, welcome to our week 3. Mr. Volpe here with you guys. Hope everybody recovered as well as possible from that pretty treacherous stretch of dicey conditions with the weather and icy roads and snow and such. Hope you guys are okay after having come out of that. So we are back in business here, week 3. So just letting you guys know that by the end of Sunday, so by the time you all see this, that will probably have been a couple days ago, yesterday perhaps. I'm recording this on Sunday, the 21st. Miss Evans will probably share this with you guys Monday or Tuesday. But your narrative essay, your final draft, is in the can as of Sunday night, 11:59 p.m. So that is the 21st, Sunday, 11:59 p.m. The Dropbox is there. I read some of your rough drafts that you sent over the week and responded accordingly. Just letting you know, the earlier you send those rough drafts in, so if you send them in the first half of the week, say, I'll probably be able to give you more detailed feedback, marginal comments, commenting on specific aspects, grammar mishaps, structural issues, things like that. If you send them to me towards the latter half of the week, you're going to get more of a global, general comment about your writing overall. That's simply because towards the latter half of the week, things start picking up with me, with my other endeavors and work. So I just simply don't have the time. So please try your best to turn those in earlier. You'll get more of an abundant level of feedback, more particular feedback. So guys, this week we are now moving on to chapter 7 in our patterns textbook, and that is on description. And the pieces I have for us to read are E.B. White's Return to the Lake, and from Bic Nin, I believe is her name, on Goodbye to My Twinkie Days. So both very different accounts, stories, essays, the way they're written. You'll notice the stylistic differences between the two writers. The E.B. White one is a favorite of mine. E.B. White, you guys might know, wrote Charlotte's Web, classic children's literature there. So Once More to the Lake, I especially enjoy because of the themes that it impresses about timelessness, about childhood and parenthood. It's quite a touching piece. Both of these essays take into account descriptive language. So we are on description now. So that means your next essay, it should be you trying to go for descriptive language. You are painting what I like to call a word picture, making your subject come to life with adjectives, with other descriptors, figurative language. And this isn't to say that you're descriptive when you turn it in a couple of weeks, that it can't be a story. You just wrote a story, a narrative. But the focus this time isn't on storytelling so much. The narrative, of course, that was its primary focus, on relaying a sequence of events, and in our case, how that sequence of events, or how that singular event, shaped your life. How is it meaningful to you? The descriptive is going to be more on, say, you're picking a person, a place, or a thing, and you are making that thing, person, place, whatever, pop off of the page. So you're not focusing on telling a story per se, although you can. More on this next week. So just for this week, you're reading those two pieces. You're blogging. Please contribute to the blog, everybody. One of our sections contributed quite robustly. The other one, as of this morning, I only had one blog response there. So I will pop in from time to time and participate in the blog myself. I'll certainly monitor the blog throughout the week. And again, I'm not grading it, but those who participate regularly might find themselves with a distinct advantage, when it comes time to practical, deciding grades and things like that. If you participate more, that bespeaks your tenacity and your thoroughgoingness and your character as a good student, and that's what we're looking for, guys. So please participate in that blog section. Also, you'll see in our Blackboard now a folder for these videos. So this video, each video at the beginning of each week will be debuted by Miss Evans, and then I will house each of these videos in a folder. So you'll see in the folder now, the past 2 weeks, videos are now in that folder, and this one will be archived there at the end of this week. So if you ever need to reference back to them, or keep me honest on something that I said that I forgot to impose at some point, or whatever it is, that is your place to go to, just to clarify anything that I might have said. So anything else going on, guys? So this is how it's going to work. You'll have basically a week on and a week off. A week on, the essay week. Last week was your your week rather, to write your final draft, which is due Sunday, the 21st. The following week will then be you getting on to the next chapter and engaging with the pieces to read, our 2 essays in Chapter 7 this week. And then the following week will be, yet again, another essay will be due, okay? That's how we will proceed. So by next week, by next week, you'll have the opportunity to share a rough draft of your description paper, your descriptive essay. And at the end of that week, just like the end of this week, your final will be due. Your final descriptive essay will be due. So be thinking about this week, even though you're not writing a draft necessarily, you certainly are encouraged to. Be thinking about your person, place, or thing, that subject you would like to describe, and shoot me an email. Let me know. We could go over your topic. Maybe it's your grandmother you want to describe. But it should be something about your grandmother. Okay, so you're not describing your grandmother from head to toe, as it were. Maybe a particular aspect. Remember, we're always trying to be focus-oriented in this course. So you want to hone in on something particular. Just like the narrative, I wanted you guys to hone in on a particular moment. It's too much to ask of you all to cover your entire life, or the life of whomever you were writing about for that narrative, say a family member or somebody else. It needs to be that moment that was revelatory or life-defining in some way. Same thing with the descriptive. Maybe you want to write about a particular dish your grandmother made, okay, and describe that. A nice Sunday home-cooked meal that the family would all get together around the table or something. Or your grandfather's hat, that hat that he always wore. You could describe that. So we're bringing the level of analysis, of focus, as refined as we possibly can. So just keep that in mind with everything that we write about in 1101. And indeed in 1102, once we get there, talking about more literary topics. So folks, I think that is all I have for you guys. This video this week, I did not have an agenda, so this was completely off the cuff. Personally, I like being spontaneous and improvising. It's just my nature. So maybe I'll go to a more bullet point list format next week, but we'll see. Just let me know, guys, if I could do anything for you. Always keep in touch with me. I check in our Blackboard daily. I answer emails. Every day I am checking my email. I am monitoring you guys, so please be active in our Blackboard shells. Blog 2 is up now. You guys can talk about your experiences with your narrative, the pieces you're reading for this week, anything like that. So feel free to let your hair down in those blogs while being adult and respectful at the same time. And we will be doing great. Okay, folks? So that is Mr. Volpe signing off. And I look forward to talking to you guys again next week. Let's have a great week 3, everybody. Bye-bye.